Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolfszeit channel. Today with a very special topic, always special. Today everything about expectations, reality and the truth. So yeah, pretty simple. I'm not free of guilt myself. I have also made videos about thievery, about the caravan system or the invasion system that is now in game. And yes, I've made so many videos about the game, about Star Vault, about the content, about everything, really everything. And today I've watched a conversation between two guys where they were arguing in the Mortal General chat about how Star Vault and Henrik promised stuff and it's still not there. And they were arguing like crazy and I thought to myself, oh god, of course, when you ask 100 people about the development, everyone has a other priority list, of course. The development needs time, guys. Development needs time. Let me explain. And there are a lot of reasons for that. Just imagine. Do you remember the fist weapons? So yeah, that was suggested a long time ago and Star Vault even started developing the fist weapons, but other stuff had bigger priority on the development list than the shitty fist weapons. No shit. Just imagine. You're having a company, you're having a problem getting a lot of money in, and then you are developing fist weapons. No. Of course you are developing network, you are developing other stuff that is more important than damn fist weapons. And I totally get it, because Star Wars is a small company and they really do their best on trying to make the most output they can as the devs can. And I worked a lot as a web developer. Maybe I can relate a little bit to that. I mean, why implementing a new big content slider on your website when the website is not even loading correctly for some users? And this is what some in the Mortal community maybe need to understand. I know it's hard to understand, but a developer can't work longer or harder than you can. You have an 8-hour shift, a developer have an 8-hour shift. And when you need to dedicate half of your coding time just for anti-cheating software, networking development and engine bugs and whatever stuff, then it's of course hard to keep up with the pace of expectation. And this is the thing. The people expect a lot. The mismatch maybe comes sometimes from communication. I mean, the boats discussion, the thing with the boats is still today one of the biggest memes in the history of Mortal Online 2. But yeah, call me mad, call me crazy. I think one day we will see boats in Mortal Online 2. Maybe I'm just delusional as Henrik, as many of you maybe suggest, but I think with a steady pace on development and with a steady small grow in the community or a normal grow in the community, this game has a very, very bright future. But of course, the problem for a lot of people is the pacing. And next year I will turn 30 and then I have known Mortal Online longer than half of my lifetime. And yeah, believe it or not, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. I'm here for the long run, as many other people. And on top of that, a lot of the content in this game is enjoyable, makes fun, and is awesome. So maybe a lot of the doomers should enjoy the content that is already in game and stop dooming. It doesn't help with the development. I mean, if I remember back where my boss told me I need to make this website Internet Explorer 7 compatible. Internet Explorer 7! Because the customer wanted that crap. And my motivation was instantly zero, because why we are even doing that crap? Spencer, we need that on Monday, on Tuesday. This is a very big company. We need that there. And I'm like, oh, it's Friday afternoon and this will take 10 hours. And I'm like, okay, in 2 hours it's my free weekend. Do you pay extra for me developing on weekends? No? Okay, yeah, I'm going home in 2 hours. It's your problem. Goodbye. And no, I'm not saying that Star Wars is working like that, but in every job it's the same. Nearly in every job it's the same. There are humans behind that. There are humans working on this game. And they are normally staying up like you do. They are going to their workplace, then they are working there, and then they are going home. So Star Wars has only the capacity they have, and they need to prioritize things. And this is exactly what they are doing. This is why the fist weapons are not in game yet. Just imagine back in 2022 when your game crashed at least once a day. Just for the lols. And of course, a lot of the community are coming like, okay, you announced that, Henrik. You showed us this, Henrik, and it's not there. And sometimes there are claims like the boat content will be as funny as Sea of Thieves and stuff like that. But in the core, Henrik is just talking to us and just finding out what do we want, what do the developers want, what do the Starbolt want, what can they work next, what are the suggestions out there, and then evaluating that. I would call it customer research, and of course it needs explanation. It is complicated. Developing software is not like building a house. It's more like you now have the thought in your head that the rooms you have in your house should have a other order or should be at other places, and then you are remodeling your house. This is software. And then you need to dig up the foundation because the other room layout doesn't match with the aesthetic stuff in your house and stuff like that. This is software. This explains software very good. And the pacing in development is not fast enough for some. But they are doing a lot. They are even posting what they are working on currently. What do you want? I bet even a live stream of the developers wouldn't stop the doomers from dooming. And Starbolt is announcing all the time what they are working on and what they are doing. And if you want to stay updated, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Would be awesome. A lot enjoying the content of this game. And if there's some specific content you may be missing in this game, or you just want to play this game only when it has a certain content, then you just need to have patience. They are not a big company, but they're trying their best. And some of you may remember back to Mortal Online 2 release. And if you compare that game with the game currently, oh, there are worlds apart. And this is great because it shows that there is a lot of stuff going on. There is a lot of dynamic happen. When I'm watching at the patch notes at some other games, I'm often disappointed, in my opinion. Often these big studios having 100 times more capacity than Starbolt and still pumping out shit. Yeah, but maybe it's the modern gaming market that is working a little bit differently. I don't know. And another thing is the population. Of course, the population is not very big, but according to the finance reports, this video is also linked in the description, by the way, it could be like 8,000 to 12,000 paid accounts. I don't know. Could be. Maybe even more. We will see if that will increase over time, but I have an idea how we can increase the player population by a lot, I think, when we implement free-to-play Haven, which was already confirmed by Starbolt in the past, where you could at least play Haven and try out if the game is working for your system, if the game is something for you, and then I guess more people will subscribe. Yeah, sometimes the patches are frustrating, the patches having good content, they are improving the game, are further refining the game. Because, let's be honest, no one of us would play a copy of 2022 release day Mortal, where everything was broken, a lot of bugs were happening, rubber banding everywhere, networking issues, you can't fight on node lines, and the list is endless. But yeah, this is just my opinion, and I could be completely wrong with the stuff I've said. But please leave your opinion about Starbolt, about the game, about Mortal Online in the comments. Would be so nice. And please, guys, also write something positive. There are people behind. There is someone who designed Tindrem. But if I compare the city layout for Mortal Online 1 to Mortal Online 2, holy crap. And I like the city. I like the placement of the castle, the river, the Tindrem garden. But the other city layout, or that there's no main plaza in front of the bank or something like that, there's just this huge crap well there, I don't know. I really like the design in Mortal Online 1 where it's like the gate, the castle, one road. I mean, it's the capital city. Of course, there's a main road from the gate to the castle. But beautifully, I think a lot of the objects looking good. A lot of the placement is good. The layout, the structure is good. Functionality is another problem. And believability in design. I'm not saying I think the whole design and stuff is bad. I'm thinking it's not looking like a capital medieval fantasy city where NPCs or people are living. It's more like a place. For me, it looks like a placeholder. I'm sorry, for me, it looks like a placeholder. And that the fact that a lot of districts of Tindrem are not there yet, and this will come in the future. And I know that. I could now I could make a 30-minute video just about everything what is wrong in Tindrem, but this wouldn't get the developers working faster. I mean, just imagine the customer from before with the Internet Explorer, with what I've told you before. That customer that want that change can rage as much to my boss as they want, can write as many emails as they want. It wouldn't change anything. I will make my stuff until Tuesday and not before that, because the development of stuff needs time. And doesn't matter what the customer do, doesn't matter what my boss do. it's like the work needs the time it takes. And I don't know, when you have a priority list like Star Wars where I don't know, like 15,000 things, or I don't know how many stuff is on that list, you're going from the biggest priority to the least priority. And I guess the least priority is reworking Tindrem. But yeah, in my opinion, it is just how it is. So yeah, please leave your opinion, would be so nice. So if you like the videos, then please leave a like and subscribe and leave a comment, would be so awesome. Everything helps this little channel to survive. So yeah, if you're frustrated and mortal, just remember, make party hard, go in there and make party hard, enjoy the content.
A one of a kind, enjoy. Okay? Enjoy it.